So here's what an optimist says. Okay, we all realize that the situation is hopeless temporarily. An optimist is someone who figures that taking a step backward after taking a step forward is not a disaster, it's the cha-cha. In the long run, the pessimist may be proved right, but the optimist will have a better time on the trip. The thing about optimism and pessimism is that they are beliefs about the future. And the fact is, we can't ever really know what the future is going to bring. Only vague reassurances are possible. As Unitarian Universalist writer Doug Mooter says, human history shows that things do not go on getting worse forever. Eventually, they turn. And the moments when they turn are hardly ever obvious at the time. Even decades later, historians are usually still arguing about them. Right now, we could be closer to a turning point than anyone suspects. Or it could still be a long ways off. I don't know. Vague, right? Which is why Doug Mooter recommends stronger stuff these days, which he introduces by first talking about pessimism. Pessimism, he says, is going to the plate in the ninth inning when your team is behind, you assess the situation and concluding that you conclude that you're probably going to lose. So that's pessimism. Despair, on the other hand, would tell you not to bother taking your turn at bat, just not even showing up. Or if you do step up to the batter's box, you just let the pitches go by without swinging, because what's the point? What difference could it possibly make? And now he introduces the stronger stuff. Here's the stronger stuff. Hope. Hope. Hope, he says, is the opposite of despair. Hope is that feeling deep within you that you are alive and that in this particular time and place, the only thing you need to concern yourself with is what you do next. Hope means refusing to prejudge the situation. It means doing whatever you can think to do, and then whatever happens is going to happen. Optimism and pessimism both claim to know something, but hope, it thrives on the unknown. It focuses on those parts of the future that remain undetermined, and it says, let me see what I can do. And this is wonderful. Hope is what we need in this time, what can help us keep up showing up and showing up and showing up no matter what happens, refusing to prejudge, not needing to know the effects of your actions up front. Just get out there. Just let divine love's restlessness flow through you and do not cling to results. I want to invite everybody to consider the Love and Justice Pledge, which I developed as a specific way of showing up to our world these days. Its name comes from something Dr. King once said. He said, one of the greatest problems of history is that the concepts of love and of power are usually contrasted as polar opposites. Love is identified as a resignation of power, and power with a denial of love. And what is needed, he said, is a recognition that power without love is reckless and abusive, and that love without power is sentimental and anemic. Power at its best is love implementing the demands of justice. Justice at its best is love correcting everything that stands against love. The Love and Justice Pledge is about using our Unitarian Universalist power towards the ends of healing, resistance, and positive change. It staunchly affirms freedom, truth over propaganda, science in the service of humanity, diversity, and liberalism of heart and mind. It is fundamentally an expression of hopefulness and a rejection of despair. It is an expression of divine love's restlessness. the Love and Justice Pledge also acknowledges that the work before us is a marathon and not a sprint. That is why it invites people to do practical things over the course of an entire year. It also acknowledges that we don't exactly know how things are going to evolve over the course of the year as the new presidency unfolds, and what the particular needs at any given time might be. And so for this reason, the pledge incorporates both specific actions as well as general ones that can be adapted as the concrete needs of the moment require. Here's what the Love and Justice Pledge states. In the coming year of 2017, I pledge to do 6 things that will truly make America great again. Number 1, affirm truth. I will seek out the truth and speak the truth in a spirit of non-negotiable civility. Number 2, affirm awareness. I will explore 3 different kinds of injustice that the new administration wants to reinforce, and for each kind of injustice, I will engage personally in at least one action that seeks, in one way or another, to get us back on track. Number 3, affirm diversity. I will reach out to at least 5 people who are significantly different from me in terms of race, class, political affiliation, ability, and so on. And I will do this in a spirit of curiosity and friendship to find out about the life experiences that have made them who they are and to share mine. That's the one that worries me the most. That's a hard one. Number 4, to affirm service. I will get clear about the personal strengths that are uniquely mine, and I will find ways to offer them up in the service of humanity. Number 5, to affirm spirit. I will memorize a prayer or poem that grounds my practical actions in a spirituality of love and justice, because this is not a political club, this is a religious organization, and we do what we do out of a sense of spirit. And finally, number 6, to affirm sustainability. I will strive to balance work for peace and justice with enjoyment of the things in life that are good and beautiful. As Unitarian Universalist minister Edward Everett Hale once said, I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something, and I will not let what I cannot do interfere with what I can do. I blank, where your name goes, pledge to do these 6 things as my way of contributing to the ongoing work of love and justice in 2017. And that's it. That's the pledge. And I am asking all UUCA members and friends to join in with this pledge, to sign this pledge, to affirm the 6 values in 2017, which exemplify so much of what it means to be Unitarian Universalists in this day and this time. There's just so many things we could do, but the Love and Justice Pledge aims to focus energies that are so easily scattered. If you want to learn more, come join me in my middle hour class for the next 2 months. We are exploring the theory and practice behind each of the 6 points of the pledge. And today, we looked at truth. We looked at truth, and next time we're going to look at awareness. Now, my personal hope is that the Love and Justice Pledge might help grow our community, get more people involved. It is a way to let folks know who we are and what is on our hearts, what we truly care about. It's about asking them to join us in the work of divine restlessness. And I think it would make Jesus smile. I think he'd feel good about it. But again, we do this fundamentally out of a spirit of hope. That is how we have to be these days. That is how we are living these days. We are in a marathon, not a sprint. We don't know what the future will bring. All we know is that if we are at bat, no matter how hopeless it feels, get up there and take your swing. Just see what happens. And maybe what happens resonates with what happened to President Obama and the people he loves during their 8-year journey in the White House. He talks about this near the end of his farewell speech. He tells Michelle, "You took on a role you didn't ask for." And that's going to happen. Humans plan and God laughs. Some of us, many of us, are going to take over roles that we never anticipated. We're going to take on those roles. But let us ask ourselves, WWMD, what would Michelle do? Let's ask ourselves that, and then let's make those unexpected roles our own with grace and humor and grit and style. Then President Obama says something about his kids, how they have become two amazing young women under, he says, the strangest circumstances. And I just want to tell you that that's going to keep on happening, those strange circumstances. Circumstances are going to keep on being strangest. But that doesn't have to stop us from becoming amazing too. And then President Obama gets around to that scrappy kid from Scranton, Vice President Joe Biden. He says, "You were the first decision I made as a nominee, and it was the best. Not just because you have been such a great vice president, but because in the bargain I gained a brother." Now, beloved community, Unitarian Universalism was born in strange times like this one, and it is an answer to our time now. It calls us to resist evil and to fight for justice. It puts us on a journey, and you better believe, in the bargain, we will gain brothers, and we will gain sisters, and we will gain siblings, and they will be every bit as cool as that scrappy kid from Scranton. We will gain family. We are family. We are a family of faith. Unitarian Universalists whose oldest memories embrace Jesus and the disciples and the earliest Christian communities, and whose latest memories are being forged right now as we live and work and strive together in the fire of this strange time. Amen.